Hello you guys. So I'm at the farm right now and just going through the farm and trying to figure out work that needs to be done, and then I was just giving you guys an update on the coconut farm. But a thought crept into my mind. I think I've talked about this some time ago, but I'm not sure. I think I lost the clip or something. I don't even really know what happened to the clip. But something that I see a lot of people doing, which I want to speak against, is this: encouraging people to go into farming without background knowledge, right? Without background information like experience or whatever you call it. I think sometime last year or last 2 years or thereabout, I was speaking to a friend because I was thinking about means of, how to generate income, to make money, to support myself and everything. And one of the things she advised me to do, which she hasn't been the only person that has said it, I've heard a lot of people say it on social media, is go into agriculture, go into farming. You can rent a land. There are places where they rent a land for 40,000, 50,000 farming season, and then per farming season. And then you plant, harvest, sell your crops and make your money and blah, blah, blah. And when she told me that, being someone who has no experience when it comes to farming, the only farming experience that I have is the ones we did with my parents when we were, little kids, going to the farm to harvest, to clear the weed, which, as kids we hardly do. It's the adults that do the work. And then probably harvest corn and harvest cassava, pure cassava and stuff like that. I do not have any experience as far as farming is concerned. So, and I'm one of those people who do not like to go into things when I know that I do not have the experience, right? There are trades, there are professions you can go into with no knowledge at all and you get trained in the process. But when it comes to something that you have to invest money in, like you have to invest capital, I do not advise people to make such investments, without having prior knowledge, without having experience in the field, right? So she gave me that advice, and so many people also contributed, but I decided to ignore them because the truth is, I don't know anything about farming. I'm not about to put myself into that kind of difficult situation. But then I see a lot of people doing it. People diving into poultry farming, diving into what they call fishery, diving into cassava, like crop farming, what they call it, like cassava, maize and the rest of them. If it's something that I want for my personal consumption, that I can do. But something I want to use as a means to generate income, I need to invest in order to make money, I will not do that. And I see a lot of people diving into it. And people even borrow money, go as far as borrowing money to start this whole farming thing. And then at the end of the day, they get stuck, right? They get stuck. They are not able to manage the farm and all of that. Because the thing about farming is, large-scale farming is where the money is, right? There is really nothing in small-scale farming, just like little farms here and there. You can't really make much. It's going to take a lot from you. Large-scale farming is where the money is. But for you to go into large-scale farming, it requires, huge amount of capital, huge amount of investment, long processes, lots and lots of energy, that is manpower and all of that. So you have to be prepared, right? And you have to have other sources of income for you to be able to dabble into that, because you know that this is a long time investment. Like, you're not investing, it's not like something you're going to benefit from in a month's time or in 2 months' time. Some people that they just do it 4 months, you make millions. That is not the reality. And a lot of people borrow money to dive into farming. At the end of the day, they lose everything, right? So one of the people that gave me that advice went into farming herself. But, at the end of the day, she started complaining about the outcome, the stress involved, the loss of money, the time, how, time consuming it is and everything. And she's never going to go into that. Now, she's not the only person who has complained. So many people I know who have gone into farming have also decided, I'm not farming. I'm not going into farming for business anymore. If I'm going to do it, it's going to be for personal consumption. And this is what I want a lot of people to understand. You don't just come on social media and watch videos where people are telling you invest 10 million that you don't have, and then you end up going to borrow the 10 million, invested in farming where you know you do not have prior experience, you don't know anything about it, and then you're trying to learn with huge amount of capital involved, right? No, so it doesn't make sense. And I really want people to understand that if you want to go into any profession that requires some level of investment, first of all, learn. First of all, learn. Go to people that already, that are already doing it. Learn from them. One thing that we don't really do in this country is internship, right? You can actually intern with other agricultural companies, people who are into large-scale farming. You can go there and intern, even for free, right? Even for free. If you find ones that are going to probably and pay for your transportation, feeding and stuff like that, who are going to give you stipends here and there, good. But if you don't, if that is something you really want to do, it doesn't matter how wealthy you think you are, go and learn. If you do not have prior experience and you want to depend on workers, you want to depend on employees, you want to depend on people to help you achieve what you're trying to achieve, you're going to fail big time, and it's going to be really frustrating. Anyway, I hope this makes sense. This is something I wanted to share with us. Okay, don't go into farming just because people tell you you're going to make money from farming. Go into farming because you have the experience and you're patient enough to go through the process, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.